This is the Chapter 5 serial helper video to help you get through the Chapter 5 serial problem. This is a problem in which we're going to have a little bit of everything. You will journalize, you will post, you will prepare a partial worksheet, and then the 3 financial statements. So this will take you some time, so you do need to make sure that you do work on it. There are a couple transactions, there's 3 of them that are very confusing, and so I do want to go over those with you and then give you some of the instructions that will help you with this serial problem as well. Now with the Chapter 5 serial problem, in the textbook is on page 207, and then again for the ebook, just go down to the left side and find the serial problem after the problems. Alright, for the serial problem, this again is Business Solutions. Remember that this started up on October 1st, and it's been very successful, and its list of customers have grown. So you can see here they've got a lot of customers. To accommodate the growth, the accounting system is modified to set up separate accounts for each customer. So each customer gets their own account in the chart of accounts. With this change, down here at the bottom, in response to requests from customers, S-Ray will begin selling computer software. The company will extend credit terms of 110 net 30 FOB shipping point to all customers who purchase this merchandise. However, no cash discount is available on consulting fees. So what you're going to do here is you're going to journalize the transactions for January. I'll flip the page over here. And then you'll journalize February, and then you're going to journalize March. Then there are some adjustments that just go in the worksheet. You are not going to journalize or post those. You're just going to put those on the worksheet. Then you're going to prepare or finish up the worksheet. Again, it is just a partial worksheet, so let me show you this here again. So you'll put in, after you've posted everything from the regular journal entries for January, February, March, you're going to put those in the unadjusted trial balance, put in the adjustments for A through G only in here. Do not journalize or post those. And then you're going to compute or figure out your adjusted trial balance there. Now, when you're done with that, again, you're not going to journalize or post those adjusting entries. If you do, you're going to be really, really confused. Then, when you're finished with that part, you're going to prepare an income statement using the single step format. I will show you what I want you to do with that. Then just do the single step. Do not do part B, just do part A, okay? Then you're going to prepare your owner's equity statement and the classified balance sheet. Notice it says classified balance sheet, okay? Alright, so the 3 transactions that are kind of confusing that I want to show all of you how to do, I'm just going to write them all on this front page. There are 3 different dates. There's 2 for January and 1 for February, so I don't know how you want to do this, but I'm going to put them on here. Okay, so January 4th. The company paid cash to Lynn Addy for 5 days' work at the rate of $125 per day. 4 of the 5 days relate to wages payable that were accrued in the prior year. So, back from Chapter 3, when we journalize this adjusting entry, now we're going to go ahead and pay those wages. So this is January 4th. And we're going to use wages expense, wages payable, and cash, explanation, paid employee. Okay, so those are the 3 titles that we use. Now, when we did this adjusting entry, what we had was we just had the we had the 4 days pay, and then we have to get our entry in for the 5th day. So our wages expense debit is going to be $125. Wages payable, that was from when we did this at the end of the year, $500. And then the two together is going to be our cash credit, which we will write her paycheck for. So that's our first entry there for January 4th. Okay, the second one's for January 11th. Okay, so with January 11, the company completed a 5-day project for Alex's Engineering and billed it $5,500, which is the total price of $7,000 less the advance payment of $1,500. The company debited unearned computer service revenue for $1,500. So we got the $1,500 back a few chapters, and then what we're going to do here is we've completed the project and we're getting all of the money now, so we can recognize the $1,500, because again, this was, I think, back in chapter 3. We had the unearned computer service revenue. That was our debit for $1,500, or sorry, our credit for $1,500. We got the cash. That was our credit for $1,500. So now we're going to go ahead and record that whole transaction. Alright, so we're going to debit accounts receivable, Alex's Engineering. We're going to debit our unearned. I'll just put COMP for computer, SERV for service, and REV for revenue. And then we're going to indent computer service revenue. Alright, so again, the total amount of the whole project was $7,000, so that's going to be our credit for revenue. We're going to now take out of unearned the $1,500 that we set aside before, because we've completed the whole project. And Alex's Engineering, because they already gave us $1,500 in cash, they only owe us $5,500 left. Explanation for this one, completed project. Okay, now the last one is February 3rd. Alright, on February 3rd, the company paid Kansas Corporation for the balance due net of the cash discount less the $496 credit for merchandise returned on January 24th. So, let me back this up here a little bit here. So, on January 7th, no, not the 7th. That was the 7th. That was that one. Okay, here it is. So on the 7th of January, there was a purchase of $5,800 of merchandise from Kansas Corporation. Then Business Solutions paid that invoice on the 17th of January. Now, what happened was that the company returned defective merchandise, this is the 24th, so Business Solutions returned defective merchandise to Kansas Corp and accepted a credit against future purchases. So they already bought the merchandise and paid that in full, and then Kansas Corp gave them a return for $496, so they're allowed to use that on a future purchase, so keep that in mind. On the 26th of January, Business Solutions purchased $9,000 in merchandise from Kansas Corp, okay? And then now, on February 3rd, we're going to go ahead and pay for that. So, this is a little more complicated, so that's why I want to work this through with you. Write the titles. Accounts payable, Kansas Corp. Then we're going to indent and put our merch inventory. And then we're going to put underneath that cash. Explanation, paid, balance, due on account. Okay, so again, on January 7th, Business Solutions purchased $5,800 of merchandise from Kansas Corporation. They paid that in full on the 17th, and then the company, Kansas Corp, gave them a credit because there was defective merchandise, but it was returned after the whole bill was paid, so that was on January 24th. So then, on January 26th, there was a purchase of $9,000 of merchandise, so we'll start with that. Now we're going to go ahead and subtract out that credit that they said we could use on a future purchase of $496. So that leaves $85.04 that we owe Kansas Corp. So that's our debit to accounts payable, $85.04. Now, because the $496 was from a previous purchase, not this $9,000 purchase, we can still take advantage of the whole discount. So we're going to take our 9,000 times 0.01, because that was our discount. So that's going to be $90. That will be our merchandise inventory credit. If you don't do it this way, you're going to end up with dollars and cents, and we haven't had dollars and cents yet. So you want to make sure that you follow this example. What do we actually owe them? The accounts payable minus the credit, or the discount, sorry, so that's $84.14. So as you can see, that's a little bit more complicated, so that's why I like to do that one as well. So these are the three transactions that I think give you the most trouble. You'll also notice here on the 27th that Santana Ray is reimbursed for business automobile mileage. The company recorded the reimbursement as mileage expense. So it'll be mileage expense debit and cash credit. So that'll be February 27th. It doesn't have anything to do with capital. Okay, a lot of students try to put it in there. Then you'll have that same transaction on the 31st. Okay, so journalize all of January, February, March. Post those. Then you'll prepare your partial worksheet. And you'll see again, all of your ledgers are listed here. Partial worksheet, you're going to put all of your ending balances in your unadjusted trial balance. If this is not equal, there is a check figure here. Your unadjusted balances should be, the unadjusted is 151,557. So if you do not get 151,557, don't force it to balance. Send me a picture. I will help you. I might ask for ledgers. I may ask for journal entries, but I will help you with that. Then A through G, adjustments go in your adjustments column. Do not journalize or post those. And then your adjusted trial balance. From here, you're going to prepare your financials. Now, again, it says a single step income statement. I want you to go back and do one like chapter 3, okay? Because this company has a couple different revenue sources, as you can see here. They have computer service revenue and sales. So you need both of those for the revenue section. So prepare your income statement more like this format from chapter 3 than the one that we just did for a single step for chapter 5. Then you're going to list all of your expenses, and that's going to go from your cost of goods sold all the way down to your repair expense, and also include cost of goods sold down to repairs expense. Those are all of your expenses. Those should all be included in that expense section. Then, so again, that'll look like this. And then you're going to prepare your statement of owner's equity. And let's see, what does it say in the instructions for that? Nope, that's it. And then your classified balance sheet. So if you need to, I'll write a little note up here, classified. But please, again, make sure it's classified or you'll get points taken off for that. So that's what the serial problem 5 entails, and you'll want to make sure that you do follow the instructions, ask for help, because otherwise this is going to be a nightmare for you.